Yeah.
World is
Super
much
different.
different. Now, do you feel like we have an advantage nowadays versus what we had in the past? What do you think are pros versus the cons?
Mm, It's difficult because now it's there's a formula to going viral. You can probably, you try enough times, something you do is gonna pop,
Yep,
right?
repetitively.
But a lot of stuff is a lot more flash in the pan
Yeah.
now. It's so quick. Even I'll say even 5 years ago, something going viral or even when I kinda popped and went viral, some of those moments can be sustainable and lead
Mhm.
to a real uptick in your career. Now, I feel like you see people, they're going viral and they're still working a 9 to 5 making minimum wage.
Yeah.
And I think because a lot of our not only content consumption, it just moves so quick now
Mhm.
that the strategy has to be different around
Yeah.
it. I think if we go back even further than that, the old school, of course, sending your demo tapes in or being in the club every day and building this
Right.
community that's underground and people only know, oh, you got to hear this DJ
Right.
at Beauty and Essex in New York. It was a lot more organic
Oh,
when it comes to at least DJ culture. And then I'll say for the music business, it was based on the machine.
right.
It was based on them believing in you, them investing in
Right.
you. So it's again back to that pendulum swing. I don't say one is easier than the other.
Yeah.
But I think now personally, for me, when I think about the state of content, the industry, all of that, it's a lot of white noise.
Yeah.
It's so much to cut through the white noise and to do it consistently,
Yeah.
you have to be different.
Yeah.
And that's not a gimmick. Like you have to be so different and be able to like nail it all the time. And so I think that's really what I feel is different now. And not one thing being harder than the other. It's just we're coming into a whole new world. I
Mhm.
still don't know what it fully looks like. I just
Yeah.
experiment and try shit.
And that's what you have to do. And it also sounds like to me, now is the time to be more intentional than ever because if you want to build an actual audience and an
Mhm.
actual fan base, like you have to be intentional
Yeah,
because it's even like that, even in the app space,
right.
it's easier nowadays to
To
build
build
an
an app
app than it
and get
ever
on
was
Bubble or
before.
something
There's
like
so many Bubble, there's
this is not an ad for
Flutterflow,
Bubble.
Lovable, Base 66. There's so many tools that are basically open AI wrappers around
Mhm.
something where you could prompt it and build it
Yep.
out the way you
Right.
like. But now there's even more competition. However, my biggest thing I've always tell
Mhm.
people is now it has lowered the barrier for Black people
Ooh,
to get in technology, though, because
yeah.
instead of being the customer, you can actually be the product
Built
owner. You can be the builder. And this is a time for us to really leverage AI in a space in a way that we need to kind of create our own table,
right.
you
If you
know?
have a good idea and community,
Yes.
you don't need them.
Yeah.
Like, you really don't.
Yeah.
I think about the Tyler Perry model, and
Mhm.
people might, shit on Tyler Perry, but he worked that Chitlin circuit. He built up his
Yep.
his fan base.
He was homeless.
Like, but went from homeless to also
Exactly.
he brought Medea the concept to the studios, and they were
Mhm.
like, "Wait, what is this? Huh?"
Mhm.
And they were not fucking with it.
Right.
And then he said, "Okay, bet I'm gonna do it on my own." But he did it on I don't wanna say the backs of, but he did it with the support of his community. And if that
Yeah. Mm.
community literally have everything.
Yeah.
And so with us, we know how to do that.
Right.
We know how to get a community
Right.
and put some things together and make it move.
Yeah.